Hello everybody and welcome. Our chance of qualifying for a place in Europe next season is hanging by a thread if we don't get back to winning ways today. But before that, we have a Portkal Cup semi-final. Hello and welcome to episode 13 of the Rothosen Redemption, an FM26 series where we try and rebuild Hamburg into one of the leading forces in the Bundesliga and Europe once again. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have two games for you. It's match day 31 in the Bundesliga against Hoffenheim, who are in the top three. But before that, we have a DFB Portkal semi-final against Union Berlin. And as you will see from the screen, we've gone for the first time this season back-to-back losses in the Bundesliga. Played that game last time out, a 3-2 win against Augsburg, a 3-0 loss against Stuttgart. We've now lost 2-1 against Werder Bremen. They scored after 55. Groenbeck got one back and made it 1-1 on 66. But Mbangula on 87 gave them the win. We couldn't find a way through, and their goalkeeper pretty much kept us at bay, but once again lacking with that final commitment. We did all right, 56% of possession, 19 shots, 9 on target, 1.40. We just didn't put our chances away. They did. They had 6 of them off of 12 shots, and well, they took their chances. We didn't, and we paid the price for it. He did say in the aftermatch, Linnen sort of basically kept Glatzel and subsequently Königsdorfer at bay on the attack. So we're struggling. One other bit of news for you. Is Jan Berger. He's been recalled. They didn't like the fact that we were playing him as a wing back. They wanted us to play him as a right back, and we persisted not to. They've recalled him, which isn't helpful, especially at this stage of the season. We have tried to buy him because they wouldn't let us have him on loan. We have tried to buy him, and he's decided to go to Wolfsburg. So we are missing a right wing back. And we can't bring anybody else in until the end of the season. So we're going to have to see the season out a little bit light in that right wing back position. Let's hope we don't pick up any injuries. That's all I can say. Right. Well, I think that's pretty much brought you up to date. Not about have been games played. So we will have a quick look at the table and bring you up to date with how things stand. 30 games played for everybody. FC Bayern lead the pack still. They've won the last 4 now. 12 points clear of Borussia Dortmund, who've moved up into second place. Hoffenheim, as you will see, have lost 2, drawn 2 of their last 4. Only won once in their last 5. They're on a little bit of a wobbly form. It's probably a good time to actually play them, if I say so myself. Could we get back to winning ways against them? Let's hope so. So, yeah, they're on 54. They're in third place. 4 points clear of Bayer Leverkusen, who are in the last Champions League place on 50 points. We are literally behind Bayer Leverkusen, but literally seven goals separate us and Bayer Leverkusen. So we need Bayer Leverkusen to slip up. And as you'll see, we've lost 3 of our last 4 matches and only won 2 of our last 5. And that's not form that's going to get us into European places. We're still in a Europa League place at the moment, but it's only 2 points now to Augsburg outside of the European places, and they are coming behind us, and Stuttgart are in reasonable form. And RB Leipzig are there down on 45, so they're 5 points adrift. It's these two that we've got to be careful of. Down the other end of the table, Heidenheim are a point adrift of Union Berlin, our opponents today, not in the league, of course, and Union Berlin have won 3 of their last 5. In fact, they've won the last 2 games. Heidenheim are in 16th in that playoff place, and then it's Wolfsburg in 17th and Mainz in 18th. And all I can say to Jan Berger is you could be playing in the Bundesliga next season instead of playing in Bundesliga 2. Serves you right. Right, having said all of that, let's get on with it. It's Union Berlin then in the semi-final of the Portkal Cup. Can we get through to the final? Our record against Union Berlin is somewhat dotted. We've played them once at their place, a 1-1 draw. Königsdorfer on 18 minutes, Young on 37, and then just a couple of months back now, Glatzel on getting an equaliser on 71 minutes after Ilic gave them the lead after 11 minutes. It's all been square up till now. It smells of penalties. Let's hope not. Extra time will be played if scores are level after 90 minutes, and then a penalty shootout if still level. 5 stubs can be used in 3 stoppages from a minimum of 9 announced. Let's go and have a look at the team that will and hopefully try and beat Union Berlin. And here is the side that faces Union Berlin in this semi-final of the DFB Portkal. Can we get through to the final? We will have to wait and see. Fernandes did play in goal against Werder Bremen, but Tanvig, I don't know. It's one of those. Maybe for Fernandes probably wasn't 100% fit and not quite in the slot, as it were. A bit worried about his arm. So Tanvig back in goal today. It's Katabach is in for Mayhem on the left wing back position. Goshvili, who started last game, will start this game. He is on the right wing back position. Of course, now Berger has left. Lite and Lawrence coming in for Vuskovic in the defensive duo. Remberg and Sambi Lakonga in the defensive midfield roles. Rossing Lillisill on the left. It's Königsdorfer today on the right. Groenbeck plays as the number 10 behind Glatzel, who leads the attack up front. The bench then looks like this. It's Fernandes, Mikkelbrentes, Vuskovic, Mayhem, Efadili, John-Luc Dompe, Vieira, Jatta and Stange. And here we are back at the Volkspark Stadion, playing our usual formation, and Union Berlin playing a 5-2-3 today. As they come out onto the pitch, we're playing in our home kit, of course. Now they're playing in all black today. And just to tell you, they have made no changes from the side that beat Wolfsburg 1-0 in the Bundesliga last time out. We get the game underway. Remberg, Lakonga, Groenbeck. They made a change, I think, because of an injury. It's headed away. Rossing Lillisill, who's on the wrong wing for some reason or other. I think it was because of that corner. It's crossed in, and Groenbeck puts it in the back of the net. And we do take a lead on 9 minutes. Rossing Lillisill can play on both wings, obviously. He'd moved over because of the corner. And as it was headed away, he was the player on the outside of the penalty area. Found Lawrence, who's in for Vuskovic today. Lillisill around his man, got into the area, crossed it in, and actually the defender put it into the path of Groenbeck because it was going to be behind him. Young, who scored against us in a previous incarnation of this game. That was blocked by their own player, I think. Rossing Lillisill on the right side of the pitch, or left side of the pitch, but in his right position. Katabach to Remberg. Remberg comes forward. He has a go from distance, and it's a bit high. Ronau for Union Berlin. Cut out by Königsdorfer, who's out wide today. Königsdorfer cuts inside. He's been tripped in the area, and the referee is going to have a look at it. VAR will intervene. And it's a penalty. And we could go 2 up here. Who's going to take it? Moyhem isn't on the pitch. It's Groenbeck. Groenbeck puts it away. Goalkeeper stayed pretty much where he was, expecting it to hit him straight on, but Groenbeck definitely put it away. Oh, we'll not see from this angle properly. But it was a good penalty, and it's 2-0. Sambialonga through to Groenbeck, who's on a hat-trick now. Lost that ball, but Goshvili was right behind him. Groenbeck. Sambialonga. Groenbeck, and it was a poor ball in the end from Groenbeck, but one back by Rossing Lillisel. And Kadabach crosses in, and Gleitzel gets a goal. He hasn't scored for a while, but he has today. And, well, we are coasting on 38 minutes. 3-0. If we throw this away, we never deserve to do anything. But it's great to get back to winning ways. And Union Berlin have been a thorn in our side. And that was well got up by Gleitzel and put that in the back of the net. As we head to half time, 3 minutes added on at the end of this first half. And it's all over. And we've got a 3-goal lead. They only had 5 minutes that match, the last 5 minutes, as we sort of bedded in with them. 49% of the possession, 13 shots. We had most of the possession up until that last 5 minutes. 13 shots, 5 of which have been on target. 2.45 on the XG. That's 3 goals. We'll allow that. They are not really firing all cylinders. 4 shots, 2 on target, but I expect them to come out a little bit more wanting in the second half. And they've made 3 changes at half time. Obviously, want to try and get back in this game. Right now in the Union Berlin goal. Out to Kohn. Ansar. Illich. Ansar puts it on for Kohn. I'm not sure if Kohn's come on, but you'll know. Oh, good save by Tandvik. That was going in, top corner. And Kohn has come on. They've changed things down that left wing. Kohn and Ansar, the 2 players come on. That's fallen very nicely, and they've scored. They got one back, and it's that man Kohn who's come on that's got one back for them. We, as I said, we don't want to throw this away. Headed away, but only as far as Kohn, who hits it on the volley, and Tandvik didn't get there. The man that's done the damage so far. Kohn and Ansar also come in on that side. We need to block them off somehow or other. Quite sure how we're going to do it. All of a sudden, they seem to be in the ascendancy, and Ansar is out there. Danger ensues. We had this wrapped up at 3-0, and just beggars belief. And we've let them get back into this game. I don't know how. Groenbeck with a thing. It's on it. Oh, I was going to say it's gone in before it had gone in. And Groenbeck brings his man down. question of whether it went over the line or not. It obviously didn't. And Lite with a header. Oh, that wasn't much, was it? Oh dear, just saved that. Grindbeck, I can't help thinking we're missing Berger. Who's this come running up? I think that's Efferdilly who's just come on. Crossed in. Oh, and over the top by Lite. As we enter the added time at the end of this match. And 5 minutes, it's all going to be over. It is. And we have got through to the final of the Portkal Cup. At one point there, it looked as if we weren't going to do it. And it did worry me somewhat. And then we picked up an injury to Katabach. So we've not only got a problem on the right wing-back position, we've also got a problem on the left wing-back position now. Let's hope that's not too big of a problem to Katabach. Fingers crossed. We had a 3-goal lead at half-time. We threw it away in the second half. Coln, who came on, caused us all sorts of problems. He got them back, one back on 59, and then Habera on 68. And we looked like we had a bit of a wobble on, but we did somehow or other get it back into some sort of semblance. We give them too much game time in that second half. 17 shots, 7 on target. They had 11 shots, 7 on target. 2.92 against 0.53. Should have never conceded those 2 goals. Well, we won't be facing FC Bayern. They have been knocked out by Borussia Dortmund, but we know what happened against Borussia Dortmund last time out. But it is a final. It's a one-game match. Who knows what can happen? If we're on form, we could actually get something from that game. So it's Hamburg versus Borussia Dortmund in the Portkal Cup final at the end of the season. I'm guessing it's at the end of the season. It's not showing up on here yet. We may need to save and do a bit of dinkery-do before we get there. Right, having said all of that, it's 4 days down to the game against Hoffenheim. I'll come back just ahead of that with news of when the game's going to be played, and also what's going to happen with regards to Katabach. Oh, he's only going to be bruised ribs, out for 1 to 3 days. Whew. Managed to get away with that, I think. Well, you come back and join me on match day before we focus on today's game against Hoffenheim. The weekend's results look like this. Köln 2-2 draw against Bayer Leverkusen, which means that Bayer Leverkusen only pick up a point in front of us. So that is good news, if I say so. Eintracht Frankfurt losing to Augsburg 2-0. Borussia Dortmund continue their winning streak. They beat Freiburg. A very close game, this 4-3, to consolidate their position in second place. Bearing in mind there's only 9 points available after this game. So they are 6 points clear. So they pretty much getting themselves into second place. Heidenheim 0, St. Pauli 0, RB Leipzig 0, Union Berlin back to winning ways 1-0. Stuttgart beat Werder Bremen by 2-1. Wolfsburg losing to Borussia Mönchengladbach 2-1. And Mainz being beaten 1-0 by FC Bayern, which means that FC Bayern are champions with 12 points clear of Borussia Dortmund and only 9 points available. They are champions. As I said, Borussia Dortmund in second. They are literally 3 points away from, if we beat Hoffenheim, they're pretty much there. If Hoffenheim win, then that close the gap. As it stands, we're outside the European places. But if we were to win today, we would be just behind Hoffenheim, a point behind them, and 2 points clear of Leverkusen, Stuttgart and Augsburg, back in the European places and back in the Champions League places. That's where we want to be. A win is all we need today. That's what we really, really need, and we need to get back to win ways. We are at home, which is good news, and we've played them once, and it was a 5-3 loss on that occasion at the Pre-Zero Arena. Berger opened the scoring after 8 minutes. Their Berger scored an equaliser on 10. Or in fact, Sambi Lakonga opened the scoring on 4. Berger got a second on 8 minutes. Then they equalised on 10 minutes. Drew level on 21. Took the lead on 70. We then took a 2-goal lead on 78. We got one back on 81 to make it 4-3, but a penalty on 83 minutes finished it off. And that's not the kind of result we want today. And here is the side that faces Hoffenheim in this Bundesliga match day 31. It's Fernandes back in goal. Time will tell whether I made a mistake there and Tanvig should stay in goal. Possibly he's in reasonable form, and Lite and Vuskovic reacquaint themselves in our defensive duo, and Myham is in for the not 100% fit Cutterbatch, who can play 45 minutes, so we may see him sometime during the game. Goshvili continues on the right. It's Efadili's back in alongside Remberg in that defensive midfield. Having played well last time out, Rossing Lillesielt starts on the left. Vieira comes in for Koningsdorfer on the right. Groenbeek continues as the number 10 behind Gleitzel, who leads the attack up front. The bench then looks like this. It's Tanvig, Mikkel Brentes, Lawrence, Cutterbatch, Sambi Lakonga, Dompe, Koningsdorfer, Jatta and Stange. And here we are back at the Volkspark Stadium. And can we get back to winning ways in the Bundesliga? Hoffenheim playing a 4-3-3 today, making one change from the side that lost 4-0 to Borussia Dortmund in their last match. They are third with 54 points. They're playing in like a dark blue kit today with light blue insets. And we get underway. Lite. Rossing Lillesielt. Well, first highlight comes nearly 25 minutes in, and we've struggled to get into this match. We have finally got into it, but they are tearing us apart at the moment. Toure! Well blocked, and that's just gone wide of the post. As we enter the last 5 minutes of this first half, looks like we've got a bit of a cup hangover. Rossing Lillesielt has got a knock. We'll look at that at half-time. Goshvili, Vieira. Goshvili to Vieira. Vieira into space for Groenbeek. Back to Vieira. Goshvili into space for Vieira. Vieira back to Goshvili. Groenbeek. Shot from the edge of the area, and it's over the top. And that will pretty much be it for half-time. 55% of the possession. 6 shots, 2 on target against their 9 shots, 2 on target. 0.26 against their 0.72. They have dominated the majority of that first half, and we need to wrestle that back in the second. And we made the one change at half-time. Dompe coming on for Lillesielt. We won't take chances with that knock. And we get a highlight. And it's a highlight to Hoffenheim. Letting them run at us. And we need to keep them at bay. Or at least try and win this ball back, which we've not done. Bernardo crossed this in. And they've scored. Asalani gives them the lead almost straight after half-time. We'll berate the players, and I think we're going to go very attacking, see if we can get this back. And Fernandes, not anywhere near it. And a free kick to them. Berger with this free kick. And our European places could be going out the window here. And that's not cleared well. And I thought we might get a counter-attack going there, but not happening. We have a corner. Dompe with the corner. Swung out. Koenigsdorf, who's come on. Trying to get it back in. Jatta. Vuskovic. Jatta. Groenbeck through to Koenigsdorfer. And he can but he's offside. As we head towards full time. This is going to be a third loss in the Bundesliga in a row. 5 minutes added on. 5 minutes to get back in the game, and we're not looking like it at all. And the European places have gone, and we've lost that game by 1-0. 50% of the possession. 12 shots, 6 on target against their 16 shots, 5 on target. Our XG was absolute rubbish. And as you'll see, we never really were in that game at all. Albeit, I think we did very, very well to stop them from scoring more goals. And you come back and join me. Confirmation of the result: a 1-0 loss against Hoffenheim. Got us earlier in that second half, and our European chances haven't gone completely, as you'll see from the table. We are 1 point adrift of Leverkusen, Stuttgart and Augsburg, but we need to get back to winning ways. Those Reds on there are not looking good, and we've lost a little bit of form. 3 games in a row now lost in the Bundesliga, and that isn't. We need to get back to winning ways if we are to secure a European place for next season. That's what I would like to do anyway. As we know, Bayern have won as champions, at Borussia Dortmund second. Hoffenheim now 6 points clear of Leverkusen in 4th place. So that is how we end the episode. Eintracht Frankfurt next up. I like to think we could pick up 3 points there. We are away from home in Eintracht, but we did beat them earlier in the season 2-0. Felipe scoring both goals on that occasion, and then we're going to come back. We're going to play that one offline. We're going to come back for Freiburg, who we beat 1-0 earlier in the season, but we are at home. Like to think we could pick up a result. They're 6 points from the final 3 would be very good. Bayer Leverkusen is going to be a bit more difficult, albeit we did beat them earlier in the season. So who knows? And then we've got a final episode of the season against Borussia Dortmund, a 1-match episode in the Portkal Final. And I hope you will join me for the next 2 episodes. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button. That will keep you up to date with all future episodes of the Rothosen Redemption as they are released. New episodes of the Rothosen Redemption are released every Tuesday and Friday, 4:15 p.m. And the best way of keeping up to date what's happening on the channel is follow me on X at JustOffside2. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you for the next episode. It'll be episode 14. It's out on Friday. Final 2 episodes of the season. Next Tuesday will be a cup final against Portkal, and then probably about a week later, we might miss a Thursday episode, but about a week later we will have our transfer special as we head for our second season and a rebuild here at Hamburg. Till next time, goodbye.